Greetings and salutations, everyone. I hope everyone is still doing well. And this is kind of a bonus update. I wanted to share something with you guys. Before we get into it, a couple links. As you know, I rely on Patreon, PayPal, and my merch to help the channel to continue to grow and go. The links to Patreon and PayPal are in the description below. My merch displayed directly under this video. Also, Dogman Frightening Encounters Volume 1 through 3, the audiobook versions. They were written and researched by Tom Lyons, narrated and produced by me, Jeffrey Nadolny. Those audiobooks are available on Audible, Amazon, and iTunes, the links to which are also in the description as well. And finally, last but definitely not least, if you'd really like to help support this channel to continue to grow and go, simply subscribe, click the like button, and please leave a comment. It really does help, and it definitely matters. Now, everyone, I have taken far too much of your time. Let's get on with today's upload, or today's bonus. Shall we? Alright guys, I wanted to give you an update. I did one last night, briefly, while I was in the hotel room. I am so glad to be home. Alright, so I started the channel because I was sick. I had a ton of free time on my hands. I've always been interested in the paranormal, cryptids, and whatnot. And as the channel has been growing, I decided to, grow with the channel. Not just stay on one thing, when I first started the channel, it was just encounters. Then I started to look at these strange attacks, the disappearances, and hassle certain police departments. Not hassle, ask questions, record them. And I've actually gotten a lot of very good information by doing that. A couple of times they didn't realize, like one police officer from Virginia didn't realize that I was talking about one case, and he spilled the beans on another, which is recorded and on the channel. Excuse me. Now, I've always, like I just said, I've always been fascinated with the paranormal. Spirits, ghosts, and whatnot, hauntings. And as the channel has been going, I've slowly acquired some equipment, some ghost hunting equipment. SLS camera, EMF reader. A lot. Wow, I didn't realize how much I had. An Envoy, 2 spirit boxes, the voice recorder, keeps going, and other little things. I just bought an Ovulus, which is like a spirit box, but it cycles words for the spirits to catch or whatnot. And this weekend was supposed to be, this trip of, a lifetime, I thought. I really did. And, I was excited because I had learned about it from a channel that my daughter and I watch. And because my daughters are homeschooled and I work from home, I don't have many friends. I don't think I have any friends that live close by. And I just, every Sunday, me and my daughter, my youngest daughter, Belle, watch YouTube shows or channels that we like together. And so I heard about the Warren Seekers Paracon. And I was really excited. I thought this channel was going to be there. They were. And, when I went to the Conjuring house, Jacqueline, the new owner, I didn't realize that Corey and Jen Heinzen had sold the house. My first words were, "Where's Corey?" And but yesterday when we were heading out of the meet and greet quick, we went to get dinner. I saw Corey and Jen and his daughter works at the Conjuring house still. And I said, "Listen, I'm sorry, I don't mean to bum rush you." I said, "My name's Jeffrey Nadolny, or Jeff Nadolny, and I got a YouTube channel. I'm almost at 40,000 subs. It's a smaller channel, but it's growing." And, his wife and him both said, "Wow, that's great. That's not that small." And, wow, it was really cool to meet him and to shake his hand and to have a conversation about, things. And he's from Maine. And as many of you know, I spent a lot of my childhood and teenage years in Maine. So that was really cool. Then we go have dinner. I said, "Thanks." We go have dinner, my daughter and I, and have a great dinner. Then we come back and we're looking for the channel. Now there's a couple of ghost paranormal investigators. Ryan Buell, I believe, was his name. He was there. I didn't really speak to him. I'm not really familiar with his work. I just know of him. And a couple other people. So Belle says, "Dad, they're here. The channel." That, and I had aspirations about meeting this person because he does all his editing. He does this. He does that. And on TV, I watch YouTube on my TV when I'm with Belle. He appears to be this outgoing, great person. And that's not what I got. And I was just, I guess I was kind of put off, not hurt, but put off because, I knew there was going to be X amount of people there, and, he had to talk to certain people or, take pictures with fans and stuff like that. But I was just blown away by the lack of friendliness and he was really pompous. And I was like, well, what the hell just happened? Because I literally, when I interview people, I talk to them for hours before I do an interview. And I establish a rapport, a friendship, an acquaintance, whatever. And, I always said, at 50, I said, if I ever get big, I said, I'm never going to be, I'll never forget, where I came from. I will just greet everyone and talk to everyone, and because I'm no one special. Like, I live in an apartment with my kid. Yeah, I got 40,000 subs almost. But I mean, in the long run, that's a lot of people. But this guy's got million. But he's a paranormal investigator. Actually, after that, after the meeting with him, the facade kind of fell, and I was like, he's not even really an investigator. He just repeats stuff that he's heard. It's almost like he's just thrill seeking, which is cool, but if you're gonna come off like you're this super friendly person and care about your subscribers, because you guys are the ones that make the channels go. Without your views, the channels would be absolutely nothing. And I just wanted to ask him a couple questions about editing. Nothing like. And I shook his hand and I said, hey, my name's Jeff Nadolny. This is my daughter Isabel. As we just came back from doing an overnight at the Conjuring House. And, I got a YouTube channel. I'm almost at 40,000 subs. And he just kind of blankly looked at me like I wasn't even there. And I really wanted to just punch him in the throat, to be honest with you. Like, I was just like, what the hell just happened? So my daughter and I left. I ended up leaving because I'd already seen the museum stuff and this and that. But when I was leaving, the guy Corey, who owned the Conjuring House, was standing with a group of people. And I passed him and I kind of looked at him, and I didn't expect to, him to notice me again. I just looked at him because, he does a lot of paranormal investigations himself. He really is. He's really cool guy, big lumberjack looking dude, but just humble. Super freaking humble and cool. And he's in the conversation. He sees me walk by with my daughter and he smiles, hey, bye. And that's how I am, that's how this guy owned the Conjuring House. He paid like $2 million for. So like, he's not broke. He's famous in my eyes. And in the paranormal universe's eyes or world's eyes, he owned the Conjuring House. Yet this other person couldn't be bothered. Couldn't even just... And it was just like... And the sad thing is Belle and I went up to our room and we ended up... she was hungry later, so we ended up getting room service. Wow. If you guys ever go to the Mohegan Sun, they make this baked macaroni and cheese. It's like the greatest. Came in this ramekin. Holy moly. We split it. It was, holy cow. I can't even say how good it was because it just doesn't even, nothing, just... And we played catch. And as we were playing catch, we'd throw a hacky sack and we count how many times we catch. And we talk and, do stupid crap and laugh. And she asked me, because she saw my face. And I said, I'll never be that person. I don't expect my channel. I honestly don't expect my channel to have 100,000 subs, to be honest with you. But if it ever does, I will never, ever be like that, It was really shitty. Lack of a better word. I don't have a better word. You're just like, you dismissed me. And he did it to other people. Like, groups of people were like, hey, this and that, and he's standing there with his stupid gray wool pea coat or whatever and looking like a schmuck. Yeah, so you know how I feel about that. But anyway, yeah, that's just, I wanted to, that's not what this is about. The community shouldn't be about that, man. We should, like, creators should really welcome, you know. There's a point, you know, I imagine, like, over pushy stuff, but, like, I wasn't being over pushy at all. I just, and he portrays this other whole facade on, but I guess I will. So we didn't go. We ended up leaving. We went home. We went home today. We went downstairs, and supposedly there was 450 tickets sold. This is what this YouTuber told us on his channel. And there was like 2,000 people. And I was just happy because I got to go to the meet and greet. You know, there was like 100 people there. But, you know, I didn't get to go in and see the vendors or anything because I put a bad taste in my mouth. And I was like, I just want to go home. I miss my house. I miss my mic. I miss my broom. My daughter's like, we got home and she's like, I'm so happy to be home, Daddy. So I guess what I'm just going to push forward, you know, and I really wanted to ask him the question about the editing because I just want to give you guys the best experience I can give you, you know. I guess what I'm going to be doing now is I'll continue everything how the channel is going. Maybe there'll be days of the week that there'll be 3 videos when I'll go out. I'm going to start doing ghost hunts locally here. And of course I'll share the history of where I go and stuff like that with you all. But it's sad. It's just really disgusting that, you know, I guess he forgot where he came from. So I'm not, and I never will, because I'm nobody important. I'm just a guy that has a mic and enjoys the paranormal and wants to learn just as much as you guys do. So with that, I'm going to remain humble, and that's probably the best thing that anyone can do. And open. All right, my friends. I'm going to be doing I'm going to do an on location real soon here. We're getting to that time of the year, Tom Mezek. I also want to go down to that area where those people saw that crawler. And I want to go to the cemetery where my daughter and her boyfriend saw the Dogman. So I got nothing more to say. I appreciate everything. You guys are what makes this channel go, succeed. You guys are what pushes me to constantly research. I'm always coming up with a different idea for a different video, so you guys have. It's like I feel I owe you a debt of gratitude, and I do. So thank you so much, guys. And with that, may the Great Spirit watch over us all, and may He guide us down that path that we call life. Stay safe, everyone.